Assalamualaikum friends, welcome back to Mahek Fatima channel. Hope you're all doing good. So friends, in this video we are going to discuss about the chapter Principles of Management, and in this video the two concepts of this chapter will be completed and the further concepts will be completed in the next videos. So stay tuned. So first in this video we are going to discuss nature of principle of management and then significance of principles of management. So guys, let's get started. Guys, even though now you're not able to, or if the screen is not properly visible, or if the paper is not properly visible on your screen, the points I'll be reading and I'll be informing you that this is the first point and second point, etc. So you can have a clarity over it. Okay, so let's get started. Nature of principles of management. First of all, this nature means it's nothing but it's simply a future quality characteristics. In sometimes they may ask in question like characteristics of principle of management, sometimes future of principles of management, and sometimes they may ask like nature of principles of management. So you need not to worry about that. All gives the same meaning. So in this nature of principles of management, there are 7 characteristics, features, or qualities and nature of principle of management, which we will be going to discuss now. So the first nature of principle of management is universal applicability. Yes, the principles of management are applicable universally, whether it is a business or non-business, whether it's a large organization or small organization, manufacturing sector or trading sector or service sector, whatever type of organization it is, these principles are applicable. But how much these principles are applicable, it depends on the nature of the organization. Like how is the organization, what are the operations that are going to perform in this organization. Based on that, the applicability of principle will depend. But although these principles are universally applicable, they are not like for this organization these principles are not applicable. No, it's wrong. These principles are applicable worldwide. So friends, hope you have understood the first nature of principle of management. Let's move to the next. The next principle of management is general guidelines. Yes, general guidelines are nothing but they are like a guidelines for an action. Look, these guidelines, like in what earlier happened situation, for them they have found some solution that will be recorded. Like it will be like if this type of particular situation occur, if you use this principle of management, then the situation will be solved. Yes, this can be used, but it's not like this principle will give a ready-made solution for the real problem, for the present problem. No, for the present problem the manager can use the principle guidelines, but they are not like a ready-made solution. The manager has to modify the guidelines according to the situation and apply depending upon the condition of the situation. So this was about general guidelines. The next nature of principle of management is formed by practice and experimentation. Yes, formed by practice and experiments, it's nothing but simply like if you have to form a particular principle, they have done many time practice, a repeated practice, and with the same result. If the same result is the output of many practice, then they think that this principle is worldwide applicable, and even experiment also. Like now, if the gravity, law of gravity in the whole world, if you go and say the law of gravity, they all give the same meaning, the apple falling from a tree. Obviously, no. So in the same way, The nature of principle of management are formed by practice and experiment. They are not like they are naturally they have come. They are formed by the practice and experiment of managers. The next is flexible. Flexible is nothing but the nature of principles of management are not like a fixed thing. They are not rigid. They are flexible. The managers can change the principle depending upon the situation while dealing with a particular problem. It's not like this principle is fixed for this. No, it's not like that. You can change the principle depending upon the situation. Why I'm repeatedly saying this? Because I don't want my viewers to get a wrong information. I want them to get a accurate information. So even after I prepare myself many times, I upload a video. So let's move to the next point. Hope you have understood what is flexible. By the name itself, we can say flexible means it is not rigid. It is not fixed. We can change depending upon the situation. So the next nature of principle of management is mainly behavioral. Yes. The main thing of the organization is, the main element of the organization is human beings. Human beings behavior is not fixed. Sometimes they may have good mood and they may work for long hours, but sometimes it is difficult to comment on it's difficult to analyze their mood, and depending on their mood the people will behave. So to have a good relation with all the workers, it is a major thing that the manager has to do. He has to have a good equation with all the workers. It's not like with one fellow the manager is talking closely and with the another he is behaving rudely. The manager should not be in this way. He has to coordinate with all the peoples in the same equal way, so that there will be no differentiating between the workers. And by influencing the behavior of the people, the manager can get the things done by them to achieve the goals of the organization. So guys, hope you have understood. Cause and effect relationship. The next nature of principle of management is cause and effect relationship. Yes, by the name, guys, you know what, by then seeing the points itself, we can give a long elaboration explanation on that particular point. So you need not to worry, just remember these points easily. You can able to write a elaborating explanation on this particular point. So now we were at cause and effect relationship. So cause and effect relationship. Cause and effect relationship, by the name itself we can say, like in previously situation, if anything has occurred for that particular problem which has already happened, they have used that particular principle so that the problem was solved. Okay, this was we have discussed in general guideline also. It's similar to that. So the managers know that if we apply this particular problem for this kind of problem, then we will get the same result. So this is the cause and effect relationship. What will happen? That will occur. What will happen? That will occur. That is cause and effect relationship. If the same problem which had occurred 10 years back, for the 10 years back problem, the solution or the principle that they have applied, if the same principle is applied now for the same situation, not a bit difference in the situation, if the same principle is applied for the same situation, then you will get the accurate result which you have got 10 years back. Okay, are you getting my point? Hope you are getting it. So the last but not the least nature of principle of management is contingent. Yes, contingent means it depends upon the current situation. It depends upon how the situation is going on. Like now we have a pandemic, coronavirus. So the situation of this year has been a little worsened for many of the workers and the people for the job opportunity. It depends upon the situation, existing situation. If the situation is good and the productivity is good, the wages for laborers also and for salary for employees will also increase. It depends upon the situation. So guys, this was about the nature of principle of management. Hope you have understood all the points. Let me repeat the nature of principle of management. So the first principle is universal applicability. Second principle is general guidelines. Third principle is formed by practice and experimentation. Fourth principle is flexible. Fifth principle is mainly behavioral. Sixth principle is cause and effect relationship. And the seventh principle is contingent. So these are all the nature of principle of management. Hope you have understood it. If not so, please comment me and clear your doubt. I will always be ready to clear all your doubts. So next we can move to the significance of principles of management. Yeah guys, here are the significance of principle of management. Significance is nothing but importance. If in paper there are significance of principle of management, some people will get confused. Oh, I have not read this. It's not like that. You have read, but you don't know the difference of the meaning. So the significance of principle of management is also called as importance of principles of management. In this chapter, majorly there are 6 types of significance of principle of management. Let's study it in sequence. So the first significance of principle of management is providing managers with useful insights into reality. First, I'll read out all the points, then we'll go for the explanation. The next significance of principle of management is optimum utilization of resources and effective administration. The third significance of principle of management is scientific decision. The fourth significance of principle of management is meeting changing environment requirements. The fifth significance of principles of management is fulfilling social responsibility. And the sixth, the last and not the least, significance of principle of management is management, training, education and research. So let's come to the explanation from the beginning. So first is providing managers with useful insights into reality. What this significance states that, like, for the managers in an organization, they will be having some daily routines of work. That work they have to assign to their subordinates. If they assign the daily routine work to the subordinates, the manager can focus on the critical condition of the organization and give more time to achieve it effectively. So the managers have to adopt a delegation of authority process. Delegation of authority is nothing but giving some responsibility to his subordinates. If the same situation, like with the manager is focusing on both the daily routine work and as well as on critical condition, he is not able to achieve it effectively and efficiently. For sure it is. If the same thing, if the manager gives the daily routine work to his subordinates and himself focus on the critical condition of the organization, then he will get a more time to concentrate on the critical areas of the organization and try to solve them and try to achieve the goals of the organization effectively. So this was a simple meaning of this first significance of principle of management. So the next significance is optimum utilization of resources and effective administration. Yes, optimum utilization of resources and effective administration means we have resources like materials and peoples, human resources. So to accomplish the desired goal of the organization, the managers have to use the resources effectively and efficiently. Why do I say this? Because if the resources are wasted, then the cost of production will automatically increases. Yes or not? Yes. If the resources are wasted, then the cost of production will automatically increases. Yes. And if the cost of production increases, then we will get a low profit. obviously. Then if we get low profit, then we will not get enough revenue to distribute for the workers. Yes, it is also correct. So when the resources of the organization are available, the manager should use them in such a way that they are not wasted. They are not wasted. Both human energy is also not free of cost. They take salary and wages for their efforts. Human beings also, laborers and employees. Even though if the workers are given endless work and they get tired and they demand for more earnings or revenue, the organization have to pay, because they have wasted the human resources in such a way. In simple words, if you want to say that optimum utilization of resources and effective administration means use the resources as a sophisticated way. We have to use the resources to produce more output. Okay, sophisticated means some we have to use limitedly. We have to use the resources. It's available, we should not use all the resources. You have to use as per your requirements and produce more output from that input. So guys, I think this explanation of optimum utilization of resources and effective administration has gone long, but no worries. If you learn something more is not good. If you learn something less, that is bad. So the next point is scientific decision. Yes, scientific decision, I'll say in simple words, the decision should not be taken on logic or blind faith. The decision should be taken scientifically. If scientifically in the sense to say depending on the science situation, at current situation, it's not superstitious way. The people say no, blind faith, that all. In that way, the decision should not be taken. Sorry guys, sorry for the inconvenience. I don't know when my screen has gone off. Yeah, we were a scientific decision. So depending upon the truth values or truth fundamental things, on that we have to take the scientific decision. That is the significance of principle of management. So the next significance of principle of management is meeting changing environment requirements. Yes, it is also called dynamic environment. Yeah, in the same way it is also. So meeting changing environment requirements in the sense to say the organization has to meet all the changing environment requirements. If the environment has changed, now for example, let us take the recent thing that has occurred in our environment, that is the pandemic situation of coronavirus. So in this situation, many things have occurred, and depending upon the situation, the organization also closed for many months, majorly more than 2 quarters of year. Yeah, so more than 6 months the companies were also closed, and though they are doing work from home, but they are meeting the changing environment requirements. If the technological, in the same way, if you take in positive means, if any technological innovation happens, then the organization will take the technological help, and they will produce more output with less amount of input. So depending upon the environment situation, we have to meet its requirement. That's what the meaning of this point. So the next significance of principle of management is fulfilling social responsibility. Yes, social responsibility. Hope you remember this. Social responsibility we have discussed in objectives of management. Yeah, in the first chapter of business study. Okay, let's not go to that. So now we are discussing fulfilling social responsibility. As every organization is a part of society, some duties were there of the organization that they have to meet for its society. They have to provide good job opportunities for the same thing. If they have to provide good job opportunities for the lower, weaker areas of the society, they have to build schools and basic amenities for the general public living over there, and they have to use environmental friendly way of producing. the products or commodities. In such a way they have to fulfill their social responsibility, and it is not only the aim of that organization, but the people will also living in that particular area of that society, they also have some hopes on the organization. For example, like in let us take an example, like we have a X Limited company in our area. So if that company is if that company is a very big brand company and it's famous all over India, then the basic general public living over there of that company, X Limited company, will also be benefited by this. Yes, it was just a small example given by my own, so don't take it as don't consider it as a real one. For considering the real one, you have that example of in your textbook, that is business study class, CBSE class 12th. You could study there, you will have a vast information about this. Now the last but not the least significance of principle of management is management training, education and research. Yes, management training, education and research means, now we come, now take it as example. Yeah, so now you have an organization and in that you will be having some employees. As the environment changed, the technological innovations had happened and new machines came to the organization. Now the existing people don't know how to operate that new machines, the new technological machines. They will be like wasting of that resources which we have to use in a limited way. So the management should train the workers, should educate them and should give a researching center for them, that how to operate newly things and newly invented machines, so that they use it in a effective way and produce with efficiently producing the output. You are getting my point, right? So this was about the significance of principle of management. Hope you have understood all the points. If you have any doubt, please comment me in the comment section and clear your doubts. I am saying you again and again. So you will, if you have any doubt, if you clear me, you will be satisfied, and even me also will be very happy to clear it. So friends, this was the two concepts which we have discussed in this video. The next concept of this chapter will be uploaded soon, so stay tuned. Subscribe to my channel to get the latest notification of my videos, and if you have not checked to my other videos, please visit my homepage and check out all other videos, so it may be helpful for you, and click the bell icon. Don't forget to click the bell icon so that you will be getting the latest notification of my videos. And please, if you like this video and you felt it very helpful and you loved my explanation or you liked my explanation, give me a thumbs up and share with your friends, family members, anyone who is in need to help, feel this helpful. So guys, any suggestion you want to give me or any review about my video or anything which I have to improve or the next video should be uploaded on what topic, you can suggest me in the comment section. For sure I will read it and I will also reply to your comments. So friends, thank you so much. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye. See you in the next video. Khuda Hafiz.